Yeah, these are the hatchlings for the winter time, and they are huge. These are big chickens, man. Should you water or shouldn't you water? Well, that's the question, I guess, here in the greenhouse. It is 24 degrees in this greenhouse today. It is sunny. It's about +1 or 2 outside, and just goes to show you, it's like 20 degrees difference here. That's Celsius, by the way. This is Canada. We use Celsius. So it's about 64 degrees Fahrenheit if you really want to know that. So I noticed that a couple of my stuffs here, I know it's humid in here, but we want to get a little bit of water on some of these dry pots. You can't really see that through that mesh, but over here on the top side here, you can see that this one's, even though it's still humid inside the dirt, or excuse me, soil, I'm going to give it a little light spray. And some other plants down here, I don't know why, but there were some plants knocked over, but we straightened them out. And it's only a matter of time before these strawberries start kicking back into grow time. So we got some grape, some lavender over here. There's some lavender right there. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I am going to water, and I'm going to lightly water as opposed to heavy water, and try to keep an eye on it throughout the week. So each week I come up here, I'll be definitely checking in on that. And the other thing we're going to do today is I'm going to get out there. I noticed a vole was messing with one of my apple trees, and we got some of those scotch bonnets that I did a little while ago. These are scotch bonnets in here, and a few jalapenos that I broke up with. There's a nut in there, and I just shake this up until it becomes a powder, and then we're gonna go sprinkle that around the tree and do a little work down there too as well. So yeah, let's get a little spray on these, and I'm just gonna use my little dollar store sprayer right here. They're like $4 or $5 at the store, and they work good enough for as long as I need them. All right, so let's get that done, and then we'll get back out there and try and fix that apple tree. So the answer to, do you water in the winter? Well, it's at the end of the winter time, so the temperatures are going up, and in the greenhouse it seems to be staying a lot above zero most of the time now. So they were dry in some cases. We don't want them dry. If they were outside, they would get a little moisture, and then it would dry up, and then it would snow, and then it would whatever. But if it's really cold, you probably don't have to water. But when it's as warm as it is right now, it's evaporating quickly, so we want to keep them moist. So let's get out there and fix that apple tree now. All right, so this is the definitely the root damage. The taproot has been chewed, and it's very loose, so I doubt there's barely any roots left. I'm gonna take as many cuttings as I can from this tree, and then I'm gonna try and bury this again and see if I can get some roots to come out. But I hardly doubt it's gonna make it. My other apple that did the same thing did not make it, so we'll do that. We'll mound it up a bit more, but it's right near its graft too, so we'll see how it goes. All right, so I did like a very big prune to this. I basically just chopped it, and I basically already shaped it to what I want it to be. I was gonna let it grow a little longer before I did my spring pruning, but I think this thing may die. So if I cut off some of the major growth, then maybe it'll concentrate more on the roots. But if you're gonna prune, you know, there's no point of just letting it go to waste. So I got a bunch of cuttings here. We're gonna go put them in the sand, put them behind the barn, which is on the north side, and we'll see what happens in spring. And hope in a couple months they put a little root on. We'll get some rooting hormone on it as well. I got some gel sitting in the garage there, and then we'll get these in some sand. Well, what I'm doing is I'm not being picky. I'm just kind of cutting them all up. Doesn't matter. Get the small ones, the big ones, the winters, the soft, the hard, all of them, all the cuttings. So basically what you want is at least, you know, 4 to 6 nodes on each stick, each twig. So you want to cut this right about here, and then you want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, cut it just under, or use the whole piece. It doesn't matter. But we're just going to do a whole bunch of cuttings, and this whole box is going to be filled with Red Delicious, because I like them a lot too anyway. So if we can get some to root, then that'll be great. So let's get back at it. I'll show you when it's all done. All right, these are all Red Delicious and pure. This is just play sand. It's been moistened, and that's it. So we'll check on them in a week to make sure that there's enough humidity in the box. But we're probably gonna go put these behind the loft, behind the barn here on the north side, and we'll let it sit there for at least 3 months. All right, thanks for watching this week, and come back next week and we'll make another video.